132.6 pounds, wearing navy blue with orange trim. His record, perfect. 10 fights, 10 victories. All 10 victories coming by way of knockout. In the summer of 2021, he captured Olympic silver for Team USA. He is the reigning and defending junior NABF heavyweight champion from Tulare, California, Richard Kiki Torres Jr.
Okay, fellas, this is for the junior NABF heavyweight championship. I know the rules in the dressing room. Both these trunks are good. I'm gonna let you guys work in here. Have a clean fight and take it at all times. Touch them up, wait for the bell.
Tim, Richard Torres and Joey DeVeco were promoted to the co-main event when Andres Cortez against Charlie Suarez fell through due to an illness to one of the fighters, and here he is with an opportunity. How does he make the best of this fight against a man who's supposed to test him in DeVeco?
He got to do exactly what he practiced on in training. Got to stay relaxed, stay composed, and use his skill. That's what it's about. You see that lead hand is already starting to work already. So
A little bullfighter action from the tank Joey DeVeco instead of coming forward. Says I can flank him and do different things. Straight left.
I like both.
Richard Torres Jr. is very aggressive.
I like both
great
fighters.
cardio. Said the doctors measured my beats per minute at 40. The best they had ever measured was a cyclist going to the Tour de France at 37 beats per minute.
wow. For a big man like that, that's something else. Yeah. Like I told you, he's one of the most conditioned heavyweights I've seen in a very long time. You know, you see this in and out movement right here, a lot of jousting going on. Southpaw versus Orthodox. The lead hands line up on the same side, so you got to create your own lanes, and that's the way he's creating his lanes for those straight left hands and those jabs down to the body.
Get around that guard, but good defense there from the tank Joey DeVeco, man. Yes, he's got 11 losses against the elite heavyweights coming up with a headbutt there, but only been stopped 3 times in those 11 losses.
There's going to be a ton of head clashes. Both guys lean forward, both guys like to attack. The lines, the heads line up on the same side anytime they throw their backhand. So there will be some headbutts.
And just to remind you, the day that Richard Torres Jr. made his pro debut, he was cut. He's also been cut one other time as a professional. And it's because of this situation, Tim, both fighters coming forward.
So again, they're around the same height as well. But you see both guys going forward. You see that head clash right there. As DeVeco, he doesn't take his head off the line. He just bull rushes forward because he has his man along the ropes and he's trying to work. But yeah, what Torres is going to have to do is either he's going to have to stay either tall or drop his level even more, so that way DeVeco will run into the top of his head and he can keep his face clear of cuts.
Nice hand right there from DeVeco. Good defensive responsibility from Torres with the left hand. Catch it at home.
But you see Torres, he's respecting the skill set. You can feel the difference in there. You know, when you're in there and the guy's in front of you and he's not reacting to your face. He's in solid positioning. You can tell that he's looking to set you up for a shot. That looping right hand, Torres is able to
He's
going to continue to look for those looping shots over the top of Torres' straight punches.
Fight is scheduled for 8 rounds in the heavyweight division.
Time.
Welcome to the best season of the year. Football. Welcome to...
experience, over 43 fights compared to the 25 rounds in 10 fights for Richard Torres Jr. And that elite work against Stephen Shaw, John Krzyzewski, Sergey Kuzin, Frank Sanchez, Carlos Martin, Amir Mansour, getting draws against Rodney Hernandez and Gerard Miller. He's not fazed by anything he's seeing from Richard Torres as of yet.
That's the reason why. Again, he's being elusive, he's standing his ground. And he's looking for opportunities. He's looking for Torres, who's doing a good job, again, of evading harm with his footwork and placement with his shots. But he's looking for an opportunity to make a mistake. Once he makes a mistake, he's going to look the field, get that hole. Right now, it's kind of hard to time him because, again, the in and out footwork of Torres, he steps out of range right there, moving to the side, and he's changing up his attack. So it's kind of confusing DeVaco as of right now.
But DeVaco is quite agile for a 240-pound tank.
He is.
That's a body shot.
There he is. He cut that exit off. It's a smart thing from him, but it was one shot. He's going to need to put 2s and 3s together. And maybe even punch with Torres. You know, he's looking to punch as he's punching with combinations. Something could land.
Torres not as active as he usually is
because you're respecting what he's
like that long overhand left from DeVaco.
But that was smart. DeVaco right there, it was a throwaway right hand, just so he could get him to bag out and move them right towards that left hook. Very smart right there. Intelligent work.
Whoa, nice combination from Richard Torres Jr. as DeVaco holds. Next week we'll see you from the Theater MSG Women's World Championship at welterweight. Sandy Ryan making the third defense of her title against Michaela Mayer in a stacked undercard, just like tonight. Nice quick hand movements there from Richard Torres. Still not in a rhythm or a groove through two. Oh, nice right hand. He caught it. Good defensive parrying there from Torres. But you see the danger DeVaco poses.
Yeah, he's very explosive. Oh, look at him. He got him. He got around him. He's extremely explosive. Got some speed on him.
Wes Melton not a big fan of that, too.
Look, he got around to a place where he was safe. But DeVaco did what he had to do. That was a good shot.
From Torres, and DeVaco felt it. Look, Torres didn't capitalize on that. He kind of fell into the what DeVaco was trying to do and run backwards. Leading to turning his back on him. Now Torres is going to groove here at the end of round 2.
Very smart approach.
Time.
Last time our headliner Jaime Munguia was in this building was in 2023, giving us the fight of the year against Sergey Derevyanchenko. Munguia coming off his loss to Canelo Alvarez, going the distance with one of the top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. We'll see what he learned from that loss and how to put all that he learned into effect against Eric Bazignan, the unbeaten Armenian who fights out of Canada.
Look how calm he looks in that back room right there. When you put those wraps on, when I used to put those wraps on, I already knew what was coming next. You know, then I put the gloves on, and I started to get anxious. I started to get happy. He looks happy and calm right now as he's getting wrapped, but man, he knows what's about to happen. in the next 30 minutes.
All right, speaking of emotions, what is the sense in Joey DeVaco's corner, Mark?
Well, there was sartorial concerns. Mike Basil, the cut man, uses surgical scissors to cut incisions on Joey DeVaco's pants legs, but they were too tight. I know I said before, at 244 pounds, he's as light as he's been since 2018, but he needed a little relief there. On the other end, his coach, Bob Kane, his trainer, said, I need my guy to be a little bit busier, let his hands go.
Look at DeVaco trying to show a new wrinkle. He went southpaw now, trying to make an adjustment. I don't know if that's smart.
However, not smart.
You know, again, you get confused. You get confused defensively. You think you're trying to be smart, trying to be clever. You end up setting yourself up to be hit with big shots. And you see right away, he didn't have success, and he turns back to orthodox.
A little bit more squared up here, too, in the third round is Joey DeVaco.
And his instincts are better from the orthodox stance. That's his original stance.
You see the agility of DeVaco, just those quick, herky-jerky movements as Torres is not.
Yeah, but he ain't doing that no.
I mean, defensively, though, he's making Torres miss.
Yeah,
hoping to make him pay eventually.
Yeah, Torres has already got it figured out. Torres is he's just taking his time and being smart. He doesn't mind going rounds. He needs rounds. He only has 20 rounds, 20 what now? 28 now.
And this is the guy to give him good rounds, Joey DeVaco. And a straight left there from Richard Torres, the Olympic silver medalist for the U.S. in Tokyo. Nice combination out from Torres.
The work rate is too much. The IQ is too much for him. The southpaw stance is too much for DeVaco.
See the left eye of DeVaco now starting to mark up.
Yeah. Oh man, now he's ripping up uppercuts. Now he got his range. Now he got his range right. Look at that. Just step right back outside of range. Did Torres, but he's starting to get in a real rhythm now. Starting to piece up DeVaco.
10 seconds, stop at the bell.
Third round fight is scheduled for 8 here in Glendale, Arizona.
Time.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills.
Torres Jr. turned 25 just a couple of weeks after his last fight against Brandon Moore, May 18th. That was a 5th-round technical knockout. The longest he's been as a pro is 8 rounds when he stopped Curtis Harper. Plenty of long fights for Joey DeVaco along his career. All 6 of his 10-rounders have gone the distance. You see now the speed and agility of Richard Torres Jr. and his accuracy.
That youthfulness.
And now he's got DeVaco going backwards.
Is it a matter of DeVaco being outgunned? He has a smaller heavyweight in front of him, which he should be able to compete against. And DeVaco continues to drop that out because he's getting tired. He's starting to drop the mouthpiece purposely.
And instead of going to get it clean, because it was done intentionally, Wes Malkin said, you want to play games? Let's play games with a dirty mouthpiece. After dudes have been sweating and getting knocked out.
Yeah.
In the same way. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Now Torres is doing his thing, mouthpiece. Out again. And DeVaco does not look good here in the 4th round.
Time out.
I'll take a play.
Over there.
He's purposely dropping the mouthpiece. Purposely.
Mountain for spitting out the mouthpiece. Trying to do Chico Corrales against Jose Luis Castillo.
Corey's tired, his mouth is open.
Yeah.
And he's not biting down with the mouthpiece.
Nice straight left. And that could end up with a broken jaw, even though the cushion of the beard may help him absorb some of these punches.
Does Torres to you, does he look like one-dimensional?
No.
That's what I'm telling you. I said we're going to see something different tonight.
He's not predictable at all. He's changing his punch angles,
Yep.
his feet, where he's standing.
Feints. A lot of nuance tonight.
You tell me a big boy can fight. Fans not happy with DeVaco spitting on the mouthpiece, and that's a nice combination for Richard Torres Jr.
Torres has already put
Oh, uppercut! The mouthpiece comes flying out once again. That was a punch, though. Not intentional, but it's not going to end well for DeVaco.
Bite down. The mentality of DeVaco has quickly been shifted by the work and the boxing ability of Torres. He's now become having that opponent mentality.
After going 7-1 with 4 knockouts over his last 8 fights, this is the DeVaco that once things get hard, will try like he did there with the left hook, but he's got a puncher's chance at this point and not much more. Ooh, here comes Torres, bringing himself in harm's way. The mouthpiece comes flying out again.
I don't think DeVaco at this point, I don't think he minds. One more point and this fight's over. It's a DQ.
Uppercut, I could understand.
10 seconds.
Out of his mouth, but the others, it's looking for time. As time comes to an end here, midway through this fight, round 4.
Time.
Wes Mountain was very clear to Joey DeVaco in his corner. He spits the mouthpiece out one more time, and he's going to be disqualified.
That mouthpiece is coming out again. He's already checked out, man. He already on the plane back home.
The question here is, do you want to go on your shield or do you want to be disqualified?
Oh, he's going to be disqualified. He ain't trying to get that knockout. He could have bit down at that mouthpiece a long time ago.
You're holding, don't hold. Mark your scorecard through 4.
I've never had one of these before. 40-34 due to the 4 mouthpiece drops in our last round.
10-8 round, 2-point deductions bring it to a 10-7 round. Things are getting rough inside this co-main event here. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN. Bernardo Osuna, Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley, and Martin Eagle. The corner of DeVaco, Tim, said, hey, you got to let your hands go. Easier said than done.
This has always been DeVaco's MO. Like I told you, too much offense, too much firepower coming from the younger fighters and Torres. You know, he has good timing, yes, got some pop on his shots, he has experience, but he's older now. And he's less active, even more less active than he was early in his career.
And you see the inside work there from Richard Torres Jr.
But he's being smart. He's putting it at the right range and distance. And he's still, again, playing homage to defense. Like, you just don't run a rush in there. I get it. Yeah, the man is getting long the ropes, but he's using those ropes because he wants to lure him in, because he just wants to be able to load up on a big shot. That's it. And hope and pray. A Hail Mary shot.
Down landed on Marquez. We saw one earlier tonight, or punch of the night.
There it is.
But the glove was still there. So you mentioned defensive responsibility for Torres. Yes, it was a big shot, but it was partially deflected.
There it was, and he rolled with it. And again,
That's it.
over.
Just when things were
Yes.